One of the greatest temptations I'm facing right now is getting lazy with my style and saying I ain't appreciating Mike's down. I serve too small a market, I need a larger target. You know, a broader audience who's spending dollars on this. And as of right now, this temptation for making some crazy statements, complaining, but I know how pride sounds. I'm everybody's favorite, maybe one of the greatest. The peak of every playlist. You'd be a lame to hate this, but the truth is it's foolish to say this. So please bear with my foolishness, cause I've concluded it's stupid to fake it. I Google my name too much, think that my fame is just.
Today we are going to have a discussion about The Boys Season 3, Episode 3 and 4. Alright, so Hassan, why don't you take it away?
Hang on, hold up. There's going to be a spoiler warning.
So now he can do his job.
Spoiler warning.
Alright, Frank can do his job now. Alright, Oscar, go ahead.
Episode 3, it starts off with, I remember A-Train and him and his brother. But what I'm liking about A-Train is the new suit. I think he's like the only one in the show that has a new freaking suit.
I think his suit's crappy.
I mean, come on. What? It's flamboyant. I like the colors.
Flamboyant?
Yeah.
It's an African thing. I didn't think flamboyant, but I think it's crappy.
I like that he got his upgrade and the rest of them didn't. Well, his suit
is it upgrade?
To me, I feel like it is.
I mean, he's new beginnings, basically, almost.
Yeah.
He's moving, even though he's not running, he's moving on from here.
So you want them to be more like Marvel?
Yeah, with the new suits.
New suits on the characters.
I mean, it is season 3, right?
Yeah.
No.
Season 3.
Yeah. I mean, because you see in the cartoons and the animated stuff shows that they had did with Homelander, it's suits where he only has one ego on one side, a big one, and then a big cape with a string or wrap around it. So I've seen variations. I understand what you're saying.
I don't remember his brother's name, but I know they talking about, was it Nighthawk? Him, how he's like going to Blue Hawk, how he's going to the neighborhoods and beating up black people, and his brother want him to do something about it.
Well, so before we get to that point, we see them trying to decide who's going to be the new superhero in the 7 on the show. Who's going to be the new 2 superheroes? And Starlight's there, discussing who's going to be there. They chose Supersonic because, as they say, he's a real hit with the younger generation from 11 to 14. And then they want the black girl to be the second superhero, but
You talking about the Muslim?
I thought the Muslim.
no. They wanted the black girl, but Starlight wanted Kincaid, is I think what his name is, and she's the Muslim girl. She's the only superhero to wear hijab.
And then that got like field training and is qualified.
Yeah, and she's British and everything, and so they would hit multiple markets. Hiring her. No, he was not.
I hate that he has so much control. I mean, I know he's like the most powerful one in the episode. I mean, in the show, but like, god damn, man.
But that's his character aspect.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best part of Homelander. That he's a control freak. That he's a narcissist. He likes to be in control of everything. I ain't gonna get too far ahead up here.
Because we see him divulge even more than what he has.
Yeah.
And so we see him take over completely and bring the Deep back. Because he knows that if he brings him back,
he can control him.
Yeah, he can control him, and he'll suck up to him as much as he can.
And piss Starlight off.
Yeah. Which he's doing one hell of a job of that.
Oh, yeah. And Huey.
Yeah, Huey's breaking down himself because now he has just found out that Victoria Newman is a soup. She's the head popper. And he's now realized that he's lived this whole year.
A lie.
Oh, yeah, it was basically a lie. He thought they were doing good.
Yeah. That Bob was still in control because we see that the head popper is basically Stan Egger's daughter, almost.
Mm-hmm.
So Stan Egger wants control Vought, he wants control the government, and he wants control the military.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he's trying to push this whole Compound V
or Temp V
into the military. So, but we see who's actually using that Compound V.
Yeah, that Temp V. But so now he's with Butcher again. He's rolling with them, and the only way to make it believable is if he actually breaks his arm and has something that will take him out for a few days. Which, even if you broke your arm, you could go in and do office work. You didn't have to be out of the office for a whole week.
I think that the reason why that happened so it can lead up to later, you know, what I'm about to say.
Mhm.
But we ain't gonna talk about that until we get to that point in time. We're gonna skip ahead after this video is put out there. You won't want to. But anyways, yeah, that's the reason why I think they did that to highlight that too.
Maybe. We also see that Mother's Milk is back
Mm-hmm.
and is participating again
Mm-hmm.
because his wife told him, "Go ahead."
Do what you gotta do, baby.
Ex-wife.
Yeah, God.
And I hate that the old dude.
Yeah, the dude that she married.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like having his
His
daughter
Super.
watch
Yeah.
Homelander and stuff like that. Like he's some type of idol.
Because he really related that message.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you've seen in the other episode we had did of The Boys. Did you watch our episode we did of The Boys before?
I think I might have missed it.
Okay, but I had predicted that that new husband or whoever he is a soup.
I didn't like that prediction. I don't know if I said it on that
He ain't
show.
really been shown much, so
That's the best part. So if it happened, but you know what I mean?
Wow! Man!
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, your prediction is wrong.
God.
You think it's wrong? I mean, it's not wrong until we get to the last episode.
Why would he eat a soup and he's taking care of Mother Milks? Well, I
Because
guess
he might have been sent on a mission.
That would
to
be a
watch-
deep plant.
Watch over
Way too deep.
his family, so he can keep tabs on.
Watch
them.
over.
So he can keep tabs on.
Home-
them.
Homelander can literally-
Who would put him up to that?
Yeah.
Edgar or Homelander?
Anybody.
Or Victoria? Oh,
Anybody.
I don't know about
you can't
that.
trust a lot of people
True. 'Cause
in this show.
everybody is kind of like fucking everybody over in the show. And shit, so.
Yeah, and they blackmailing and all that.
But I could see maybe putting some agents across the street, but maybe not in his family.
And his family. So that was a good twist.
If it happens, I'll
Yeah.
give you the praise you deserve.
Same here.
But back to the main story.
Yeah. But not only... so Homelander basically says no. We're not allowing Kincaid in. But not only that, now he's saying me and Starlight are in a relationship.
Yep.
Hashtag Homelight.
Hashtag
I thought
Homelight.
that shit was funny when they said that. I thought it was on air, but it wasn't on air.
Yeah, they were just rehearsing
yeah,
it.
they were rehearsing, yeah.
But then in the next episode, you see they made a joke, mockery out of Huey. I said
Yeah.
Huey. Huey. They did the whole thing of him crying and stuff like that.
On
Animation.
TV and all
Yeah. Well, and then Homelander signs his cast.
Oh yeah, that was some big asshole shit there. It was
Yeah.
funny though. But that's a Homelander character. Like I said, I think he makes the show.
But that's also what is breaking Huey's character.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's breaking him. Homelander's openly mocking him, and Starlight protecting him, which Homelander doesn't give a fuck that she's even trying to, because he could kill both of them.
Oh, yeah.
But she's having to save him constantly saving him, and it's just breaking him down because he is not strong. He can't even open a jar out of the fridge without fucking breaking it and then stabbing himself.
Yeah.
Without Starlight there to open it for him.
Well, you see what motivates him later in the episode to do what he done. I'm going to skip ahead. Yeah, he took the.
Yeah, I mean, I like how, well, I guess I don't really like it, but, I mean, they should have went with that, like how they try to get Starlight tried to get Supersonic to not join the team because of Homelander, how crazy it is and stuff like that.
And then he said, "Oh, I'm not joining to protect you."
Yeah.
Nah, leave, motherfucker, leave.
Yeah.
I'm the first to say that they should have showed his powers.
Yeah, we didn't get to see him. All we got to see him do was dance.
Yeah,
And sing.
dance and sing.
Yeah, like
We did not get to see what his. I don't. What do you? Any of you guys know what his powers are?
super.
You can't even find a
Is it
description
like
of
a
his.
sonic boom or something?
You can't even find a description of his powers on Wikipedia.
Dang.
And they have all kinds of people that we haven't even heard of yet with their description of powers.
But I think that's, later on, Homelander did what he did.
That's how Homelander got I mean, how Homelander stuck up on him. Like,
Yeah, but I think that it's a good thing.
You could say. Why don't we just say it? Because we're talking about that episode too.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Homelander kills him.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing that they didn't show it because it would have took away from the scene where Homelander was showing Starlight.
Oh my God!
and
Yeah.
he was so super freaking surprised about it. Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
so it was a surprise. I was surprised. Like, damn,
Yeah,
Homelander.
damn.
Yeah.
Everybody was.
It's like he knows how to continue to step up his cynical ways in each episode. So, yes, it's that he makes.
I mean,
it go.
in the end, though, that was Starlight's fault a little bit that he died.
No, but it was his own fault.
No, but it was also her fault. There's a little
It was
bit.
her fault, but at this point, it was his fault.
for telling.
For telling A-Train.
just because
But who knew A-Train would turn on him? Because A-Train was pissed. Like,
A-Train
I
was
mean, no,
a
go ahead.
hurt, blackmailed little boy.
I mean, I figured A-Train wouldn't have done it because he was pissed off at
Yeah.
Blue Knight or
Blue
Hawk.
Blue
Blue
Hawk.
Hawk, yeah.
Even the fight that they had, that little tiny fight, like I was
between
like,
him and the D.
yeah,
That was
that
hilarious.
was a little kid fight.
Yeah,
But yeah, I agree with you. No one expected him to turn because he was so pissed off.
yeah, because Homelander wouldn't really like do anything about
And then on top of that, Homelander was kind of like bitching him.
Mhm.
You know, hey, you're getting fat.
Oh my God, he's
Yeah.
you know, rest those weak legs of
I
yours.
see your fat
Useless
ass through
legs.
that, through
Useless
that
legs.
girdle.
Yes. I mean, even the scene, I actually enjoyed that scene too when he approached him about the shake he was
He was
drinking.
poking him in the
He was like,
gut.
oh, what's that there? Yummers.
Yeah.
Homelander.
He said, "I can see your girdle through that shirt." But we could see why he wants the Deep back on the team because he can manipulate him so well. He said, "Welcome to lunch. Guess what we're having? Lobster." And then he makes them bring the octopus from his room out and makes him stuff it in his mouth and eat it.
Eat fucking
That was so hard. It was hard for me to kind of watch that, like the squid just.
It was the fact
goes on your mouth.
It was the fact that he was like, he's got children. He's talking to the octopus as he's eating them.
Yeah.
But-
But I feel like that was a sell of your soul type of
Oh,
scene
for
there.
sure.
He sold his soul to
he couldn't do
Homelander.
nothing about it.
Yeah, what was he gonna do? But his wife is weird.
Yeah, just like
She's manipulative.
Do you think she's messing with Homelander?
Mm.
Or like,
I'm not sure about her and Homelander having a sexual relationship because
I think they have some type of relationship. I think maybe, like you were saying, that the dude may be a soup. Maybe he sent her to fully take over control of the Deep, and now he's able to just use him through her.
or what if she's involved with the church somehow?
I
And
mean,
she's
I think she
like-
kind of still is.
Oh.
Maybe, because from what we know, they excommunicated themselves from the church. So maybe she's still working with them, because the church right now said the leader is on sabbatical, but we know he's dead as of the end of the second season. But what was we just saying? But yeah, the Deep sold his soul, and then him and the A-Train were fighting. He's like, I'll tell him that you leaked the Nazi stuff on Stormfront. He's like, I'll tell him that you surfed
You fished out.
the fished out the plane tape.
You remember I said, do you think Homelander heard
Yeah.
them? You said no. Homelander heard. I think he heard them both because he was too nearby after the fight after they both were on the ground. And he has Superman level super hearing.
Yeah, he had it.
He had to hear it. He knows.
Maybe he did. Maybe. I mean, because he can't hear everything all the time. He would have to be intentionally thinking, oh, I heard something, let me listen to that. But also, like his son, he didn't know how to control it, and he could hear literally everybody talking really loud. So how much pick and choose does he have when he's listening?
But I mean, they was nearby.
he's inside the building, so I
He was
think
never right out the office. They were literally just right out the meeting office. Their meeting room that they have
Yeah.
after the whole "Hey, your idiot brain getting fucked by stupid." Yeah. But Chemical scene where
Oh
she
my god, which one?
fight scene.
The fight scene where she,
dildos?
the dildos of death.
Yeah, my god, yeah, that was crazy. She just stabbed the dude.
I'm like, I was. You can really kill somebody with dildos like that? The way
Wow.
she was,
When you're that strong.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I thought like It's made of rubber. I thought it was like.
But she's
down,
strong.
She's
but,
super.
like,
So
She's super strong.
It's still one of them bits.
if
Like,
you go fast enough through a solid object, the object you have, if you go fast enough, it's gonna initially destroy the object in front of it,
Okay.
and then break down as the speed comes down. Now, if she would have used the translucent one that was glass, that wouldn't have been no problem.
Okay.
Because I do agree with you. I mean, it is rubber. She must have been just swinging it that fast. But there was it was really kind of a misstep on them. They should have just had her grab the actual glass one because that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think they wanted to show her use all them dildos.
Yeah.
Well, I could see showing them use all of them, but maybe use the glass one to actually kill the dude first. Because she didn't fully kill everybody with them. Because even the Maeve one, she was using a sword and it got cut in half. But the Starlight one, she stabbed into the dude's neck. So
Yeah, she threw it.
yeah, she just.
I'm like, dang,
It was like a throwing star.
She gotta be super strong to be.
I mean, I like her powers. Like, I mean,
She
they
a superhero,
really
like-
showed how her powers work when she got shot.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
head, like Wolverine. Like,
Yeah.
She got shot right in the head.
and she just healed right back up.
And then later on in the episode, she got her powers went down. I don't think she lost them completely.
So you're talking about at the very end.
Yeah, when Soldier Boy, they released Soldier Boy.
Yeah, so they finally found out that Soldier Boy was still alive in the Russian base and released him. Not really knowing that they were releasing him because they didn't know he was alive until they popped that tube open. And then the excess radiation or the fact that he was disoriented and scared maybe because he didn't know who was releasing him caused him to shoot a blast out.
I don't think Soldier Boy's scared. Maybe, startled.
Maybe disoriented. Maybe he just knew he wanted to escape and blew the first wall he saw.
He too tough for all that.
Black Noir's true face.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I thought that was great. We got to see a young Stan Edgar in the military talking to him about the helmet. It's funny how it foreshadowed him getting hurt, the fact that he didn't wear his helmet.
I wonder if his face still looks like that or like.
His face is still messed up because in season 2, when he's in the house and the explosion goes off, it rips from like here to here,
and I think
and we
remember-
see his messed up face.
And when he was eating the almond joy or
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
was raising
His face almost looked like Deadpool in that scene, where
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
his whole face was messed up.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why when Stan Edgar was talking to him, he was eating peanuts.
But that's also why he doesn't talk, because his whole throat was messed up, and it probably destroyed all his vocal cords and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was a dope, because we got to see the young Payback, that was Soldier Boy's initial troop, and he got given up to the Reds by them. Now, they might not have intentionally got ambushed that day, because the stupid flying hero was like flying around and they saw him.
Gave that little cushion away.
Yeah, but they would have at some point got taken down, I think.
Do you think we're going to see a scene showing them give up or negotiate giving up Soldier Boy or something like that? Because we just have to take information. from
Maybe when he finds Noir, if he finds Noir, or if he finds the Mind Flayer, because he's the only other one that we haven't seen yet. Because, but what's interesting is that Gunpowder, the young Gunpowder, used the 50 cal and just mowed down fellow allies.
Yeah, him and
And that team.
whatever her name
Crimson
was.
Countess, yeah, she was
did the
destroying.
same thing too.
She was destroying allies
They
as
were
well.
so scared. They had no sense of direction of what they were doing.
That's why, they did. To be honest,
They were too young to be out there in the war zone.
But they deserved to die. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
killing innocent U.S.
Mhm.
soldiers and stuff. Like when she, whatever the lady is that did some secret stuff or worked for CIA, she said, "Those are my men."
Yeah.
And they just killing anybody.
Colonel.
Yeah, that was
Because
messed up.
they got that story by visiting her and Ryan.
Mhm.
Because they're traveling around with Ryan, so that Homelander doesn't find him. Which, kind of surprised he hasn't even tried to look for him yet.
Yeah.
Really
me
hasn't
too.
said anything about him yet.
He did to be first episode.
Okay, in the first episode, but he hasn't said anything since he took over Vought.
He has a lot of other things.
And now that he's on terms with Victoria Newman, because he in this episode he gave her the information to turn on Edgar and gave her V in turning once she turned on him.
And then
So-
after that happened, they had to keep on changing the location because Victoria Newman, she knew about Ryan.
They started changing his location before that because they knew she was the head popper.
Yeah.
No, Huey didn't know until episode 1.
Yeah, that's when he fought. Yeah.
That's when he found out. He didn't find out last season. He found out this season, first episode, when she fought the dude in the alley.
Yeah.
Her former friend.
Yeah.
So they were moving him around before that. Okay.
But it's like, but she knew about Ryan, and now she's on terms with Homelander. They had to
Yeah. So you would think he would be asking her like, "Hey, where's my son at?"
I like how Butcher was acting a bit fatherly towards Ryan.
Yeah, he was acting fatherly, and then obviously he did this to push him away a little bit.
Yeah.
He was like, "You killed my Becca, and
Yeah.
she'd be here if it wasn't for you and stuff." I think he did that to protect him. I don't think he necessarily meant to do that to be an asshole.
Okay.
And it could be some of the V getting his head too.
Yeah, because he was really sick.
Yeah,
off
and
the
Ryan
V.
like kind of sensed it.
Oh,
Or smelled it. Yeah.
he hurt his heart. I believe he's mentioned something about his heart beating
Heartbeat, yeah.
fast.
Okay.
And he was like, "What's wrong?" And he was like, "No, it's nothing."
So yeah, and then Huey, he has V too, so he has.
Yeah, Huey, like I was telling you guys, Huey taking the V, I think, is the first crack that started breaking this team. Because he is supposed to be the morally right one in this group.
Well, I think
Along with Mother's Milk.
Mother's Milk seeing Butcher just taking all those
Mhm,
bullets.
yeah.
I think that's what cracked, because you're seeing him. He's like, "What the heck? You
Yeah,
like a
but
super."
everybody expects Butcher to be the dude that goes
That
against
type he is,
his...
but at the same time, they didn't know he was taking that V.
Yeah, they didn't, but they also
But then-
didn't expect Huey to take it.
Yeah.
Because Butcher didn't
Butcher
give it to
didn't
him.
expect Huey.
Huey
to take
stole it and injected
it. Yeah,
it.
he stole it.
Yeah, Huey was feeling like a little bit of a wimp. So.
Yeah.
He felt weak. He was like, "Oh, I couldn't even breathe," and he did this and that.
Like, Starlight had to keep opening his jars, and he got pissed off.
I like how he kind of stood up to Homelander when Homelander was talking about Starlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Even though he didn't have the powers,
Yeah.
and he would have died immediately, but...
Yeah.
Yes, Homelander, he doesn't really fight much. He just laser stuff.
Hey, if you don't have to get your hands dirty.
He just goes, and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
I like how also Victoria betrays Edgar. You know.
Oh,
The
yeah.
White House. Yeah.
and that's
I mean,
when
we're
Homelander
all
took
there
over.
thinking she's going to take on Homelander, and she goes, "Stan Edgar." It's like, oh, my God.
And Edgar knowingly going to mess her over, but it didn't turn out that way.
But Edgar, he's too smart, so he's thinking of something.
Oh, he's very smart, because especially when he's in Vought Tower at the top, and he's talking to Homelander, he's like, "Man, you have a good view." And he's like, "Now there's no one to cover for you." And we see that in his first board meeting, when they're like, "What do we do about these numbers?" And Homelander does not know what the numbers even are. Like, you could tell, and he gets so pissed off that he's like,
Get out of here.
yeah. Get out of here. I mean, he does not know how to run this company, and he's sorely finding that out now, which is also helping develop his downward spiral.
Yeah. All right. Well, I say we go ahead and rate this, unless you got anything else to say.
No, let's go ahead and rate these episodes.
All right, I'll go first. I'm a Big Boys, I'm a Big Boys fan. This is one of my favorite shows streaming right now. So episode 3, I'm gonna give this one I'm gonna give it a 9. Let me just go ahead and call it, because hey, it's great. All the stories that we are getting so far, but it got juicy on episode 4. Episode 4, I'm gonna give a 9.5 because the scenes with Homelander, oh my goodness, the narcissistic type of traits that he has, the whole, oh, this will be Huey if you do this and that.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't even see that coming, but it's like he somehow is able to elevate his character every episode he's in. And then it was a lot of things that went down. He took over Vought, all this and that. So, yeah. So those are my rates for 3 and 4. What about you, Oscar?
Hey, both episodes, 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, I love the dynamics of all the characters, how they bicker with one another, like A-Train, Deep. What else? That's all I got there. But I mean, the show's just outstanding.
I'm going to give both these episodes a 9. They both get a 9 for me because there's so much more to go from here. And I can't wait to see where they go from here. Obviously, Homelander's starting to break down. The boys are starting to break down. It's going to be interesting to see where we go from here.
Yeah, so these are some very good rates. We all enjoyed the episode, as you guys can see here. All right, so I would like to thank you again for joining us on another episode of Fan Style Reviews. I want to remind you that my name is Jamel.
I'm Oscar.
And I'm Frank.
And we're going to see you on the next one.
If you like that video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We out.